For me, the entrepreneurial side was always there. I had to ask myself if I wanted the stability of a job. My husband was my biggest support. I couldn't believe that I was capable of doing something on my own. There are days when I want to give up, days when I question myself, okay, am I doing the right thing? You've got this. It's something that I always tell myself. It takes time. Even if you're scared, just go for it. Don't compare yourself to others.
Some ideas are born from frustration, some from love, and some from becoming a mom. Gale Tots is a brand created by a mom who identified the gap. And magnetic letters and numbers are not just beautiful, but they also make learning tactile, intentional, and fun for toddlers. Today, I have Erika with me, the founder of Gale Tots, and she's going to share her journey where a quiet idea got transformed into a brand and loved by so many parents as well as toddlers. Hi, Erika. Thank you so much for joining us today. And today, what I want to understand is I'm going to take you back to that moment. I mean, before the brand existed or even before the prototype. How did you realize, what was that moment you felt that the brand had to exist?
Well, for me, the entrepreneurial side was always there, but it had to be put on a pause when I moved to Canada because I needed stable, the stability and safety of a job. But then after becoming a mom, and after a few years, I had to ask myself if I wanted the stability of a job or
Right.
I wanted to build something on my own and build a business that will grow along with my family and build something for myself and for my son. So that's how Gale Tots started.
Right. And was it based on your personal experience? Because a lot of toys out there, and it could be so overstimulating where flashy, bright colors. But the magnetic letters, they're pastel colors. So,
Yes, the pastel and neutral colors. Definitely, it was based on my personal experience. My son loved playing with magnetic letters. And at the moment, we couldn't find any magnetic letters in neutral colors and magnetic letters that will blend in
Right.
my house.
right.
So uh, since I couldn't find those magnetic letters, I decided to create my own.
Created. Right. Now, that's interesting because for a lot of mothers, a lot of women out there, or even general people, they have a lot of ideas. But giving life to that idea is something which takes a lot of courage. So,
Yeah.
what was that reaction when you actually told, could be your husband or someone from the family, where you told them that I have this idea and I want to work on that?
Oh no, my husband was my biggest support.
Sup-
Yeah, he was cheering me on all the time because he knew that I could create something nice and that I did my research and everything was set up perfectly to create that product. And yes, I mean, he was very happy. He was
Right.
encouraging me to.
Right. No, having that support is really important because just before the recording started, I was telling you that the husband, he just takes care of the baby whenever I do the podcast. So having that support, trust me, even for us to work on it or if we have an idea, that plays a really important role.
Yes, it is. It is.
And we always see the final version of it. It could be the launch or it could be the reels or even on your page, what's coming next. But a lot of things go behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
For example, your trial and error, or you would have had a lot of self doubt, or even the living room prototype of finalizing which design. So take us back to that moment and
Well, yes, for me, I had to do a lot of inner work to start a business and to start a brand because probably as many women and moms go through the same thing, right? Like self-doubt and you usually we question ourselves and we feel that we don't have the courage
Right.
to build something on our own, and actually have to do a lot of inner work and be aware of my beliefs around growth and around my self-worth.
Right.
That was the first step
Right.
because I couldn't believe that I was capable of doing something on my own,
Right.
even though I have the abilities. So that was the first step. And of course, a lot of trial and error. I thought everything was going to be really easy, especially the colors, because in that material, I was so naive. And I hope, like, I reached out to suppliers asking, okay, these are the colors. This is the colorway that I want. And they were like, no, like, we cannot do that in those colors.
Right.
And yes, it was a lot of trial and error, but we finally made it.
Right. And also, generally, founders have this self doubt, like you
Yes,
said.
yes, a lot.
Yeah. So, was there a moment where you felt like giving up?
Oh, of course, like almost every day. I mean, there's always something.
Right.
So yes, there are days when I want to like give up, and
Right.
where days when I question myself. Okay, am I doing the right thing? But yeah, I think that
But
never
what
stops.
motivated you to keep going?
My son. And of course the inner work that I told you, like, okay, my husband, he's very supportive, and he's like, no, you can do it, you've got this. I mean, I really love this phrase. It in Spanish you don't have that phrase, like the emotional in English, like you've got this. Is something that I always tell myself.
Right. And what's the Spanish phrase?
Oh no, you don't have that. Like we
Oh,
don't
there's no
have.
Spanish.
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't
understood.
have that in Spanish. That's why I love it so much in English. It's like you've got this.
You've got this. Right. Yeah. And also, like, once okay, so you decided on the product, the prototype is finalized. And next is, again, a lot of challenges. Like you said, the supplier could be a challenge.
Yes. Shipping, freight forwarding, inventory management. It's the hardest part.
Right.
Cash flow, customs, compliance, especially because it's a children's product.
Right.
Even in the smallest details, like the packaging needs to be compliant. So everything, like the product, it needs to be tested in order to meet the
Criteria.
regulatory. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And what were some of the earlier lessons that you learned? What were the lessons as like, oh,
that everything takes time.
okay,
That I needed to be really patient. That it takes time. It's not that simple, and it's not that as fast as I wanted it to be. So yeah, it takes time from the idea to the developing the product to the production to finally get the product in your hand. It takes a lot of time. So that was the first.
that was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty challenging. I guess it's more so focusing on the vision and the journey, because we have an idea and then we are converting that. There's going to be a lot of challenge. So I guess it's just going, like wearing those blinders and just going forward.
Exactly.
Right. So that's very important. And when we talk about especially the early development, how important, because especially the toy industry, lot of products out there. So what is it that you feel that it's overlooked or which is currently missed?
In the toy industry?
Industry, yeah. Which you think the magnetic letters or something which is, because yours is Montessori-inspired, right? Which helps with the kids to, so most of the toys, if we take, that pretty much controls what the child can do. For example, it's flashy, or if you switch it on, that keeps moving. But here, the child has to work on it.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's hands-on learning. So
Right.
That's the best part.
Right. So it pretty much, so even the cognitive, it helps them to.
Yes. I mean, kids learn better when they play.
Right.
And there is the intentional play that helps with learning and concentration. But there is also the free play, right? That helps with emotional development and creativity. So I think both forms of play are important.
Important, right. And again, so for us to keep going, there has to be some motivation. One that you told was it was your kid and your husband, and other for the product to be successful. It could be like a feedback from the parent who messaged you saying that I just got this and my child loves it, or a review which you read. So was there something like that which stayed with you? You felt like, okay, so what I've done is right.
Oh, well, yes. Of course, when I received those messages
Right.
from parents saying,
Right.
"Oh, I love your product,"
Right.
when I see kids playing with the product.
Right.
Also, of course, the sales.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's the main part.
And you know what? There is another one. Because when I started, there were other magnetic letters, and actually there was another brand, but the set wasn't what is Gale Tots right now. The set was smaller set, and the colors were also bright.
Right.
In different colors, like not primary colors, but the colors were bright. So Gale Tots was the first one, the first magnetic letters in pastel colors, in neutral colors, and in a very extensive set.
Right.
The set comes with 135 pieces, numbers, and even like the vowels are color coded. So it's a set made for education and
Right.
aesthetics.
Right.
But after Gale Tots launched, there were other brands replicating the product.
Oh.
So, I mean, that was the best form of, validation, and said, okay, this product is successful. Not only
Right.
like the parents, that was my main priority,
Right.
parents and kids, but after other
Right.
brands started, replicating my product.
No, but what I like about what you just said is, one, there are two ways of looking at that. One is, oh my God, I'm the first one. And then there are like other replicated products that are in the market. Or to see that, okay, I created it. And now
Exactly,
there are
yeah.
which means I've come a long way.
Exactly.
And it's making a difference.
And it was really impressive because there were brands like with a bigger audience
Right.
than me. So I felt like honored.
Right. No,
Flattered.
that's an achievement, though.
Flattered, yeah.
That's pretty much, yeah. That's definitely an achievement, and a long way to go. And another quick, I wouldn't say question for me to understand is, was there any non-negotiable for you? Because while designing the product, you would have taken a lot of factors into consideration. Safety is one part.
Yes.
So also the pastel colors, about choosing the color. So what were some of the non-negotiable? You were like, no, I cannot compromise on these. This has to be a part of the product, whatever that I design, part of the design.
The quantity of the set, so kids can actually write sentences. That was non-negotiable. Of course, the colors and the quality of the material.
Right. It's okay. You didn't want to compromise on that, right?
Of course, yeah.
No, so I was going through that and I really liked it. So I might, my kid is my daughter is very small to play, but I guess I'm going to get one for my nephew who's around 5.
That's perfect. A perfect
So
stage.
I guess, yes, I'm going to pick one for my nephew. Also for me to understand, for someone who's never heard of Gale Tots, or who's never gotten magnetic letters or numbers, how do you want them to perceive?
Oh, I want them to perceive like the brand or the product.
No, the brand. No, the product as well. Both.
Product.
I just want to understand.
Well, like an educational product that's beautiful, that you don't have to hide. And yes, an educational product that is both, of course, educational and beautiful.
Right. No, I was seeing, I guess the reel that you posted, or was it, I was going through your Instagram where I saw with the numbers, the simple math.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I don't think it's educational, or it helps learning in different ways. It's not just English. It's not just like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's pretty much math or present.
Yes, and the reason to add numbers is because Gale was, and when I started to create the product, Gale was already, I think it was 6 or 7. So he was starting to, do basic math equations. So I was like, okay, I need to add symbols and numbers as well. So older kids can
Right.
use the.
Oh, I was going to ask you again. So the Gale is what the name is the. How did you come up with the brand name? Is it your child's?
Oh, yes. I mean, it's kind of, yes, Gale. My son name is Gael. So yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
much nice. And the moms out there who are pretty much who have an idea but are very scared to take that first step because there's always an ambiguity of how it's going to turn out. What if it's a failure? So, what would you want to tell them? What's the takeaway from your story?
Well, to start, even if you're scared, just go for it.
Right.
Because you're not going to feel like you're 100% ready. I think that feeling never comes.
Right.
You don't feel ready. Usually, you don't feel ready.
Right.
So and this, of course, might sound a little cliche, but if you have an idea on your mind and you have a vision, it's because God, life already gave you the abilities to
Right.
accomplish that. So
Right.
just go for it, and
Right.
and also don't compare yourself to others. I think that's the key, because comparison can slow you down, or hold you back, and everyone's path is different and everyone's journey is different, so you don't know the behind the scenes of someone else.
Right.
Do it even if you're scared. Don't compare yourself to others, and yeah, go for it.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I guess not to compare is one part because it's very difficult.
Oh, it is. It is.
Also, there's a lot of pressure because the first, especially starting a small business, the turnover or it's the break even, it takes like few years, the 1st 2 years. So again, like you said, to have faith in themselves is something which is very important. And also, what I understand is to have like a good support system.
Yes.
Because we have an idea and we need someone who can believe in us for us to keep going, right? Yeah. And also, whenever you take the business decision as a founder, does the motherly instinct come up? Like the mother in you, does that take a decision as well?
Yes.
Because this is more so it's a toy, right? So again, it's around kids.
Yes, I mean, it's based also on instinct.
Right.
So if when I'm creating a product, like we're in the process of creating three new products, so I don't only think as, oh, if I also think as a mom.
Right. That's
So that's the key. And would I love to have this product in my house? Well, Gaia love this product, so
right.
yes, definitely.
Right. Nice. And also sometimes if we might have a vision or we want product to be in a particular way, but sometimes we might end up being flexible and tweaking it a little bit based on the market needs. So did you experience, was there a moment where...
No, yes, definitely. Because my experience, my background comes from Amazon. In my previous job, I learned everything that I know from Amazon, like sales, operations, and everything that goes behind the scenes on Amazon. So, and I'm so grateful for that. So everything that I learned there, I was able to apply it in my business, in the early stages of my business.
Right.
Of course, it's completely different when it's your own product and your own money. But Amazon gives you the possibility of analyzing what the customer actually wants.
Right.
So I will go ahead and read the reviews for like other products, what the customer, and that's how I came with the color-coded vowels.
Okay.
So, of course, listening to your customers, going and see, okay, what people actually want and what people are looking for in the product. Amazon
helped you.
Yeah, that.
Right. So that pretty much helped you to what to look for and identify the gap.
Exactly.
Right. And
And
founders
also
of...
adjust the product.
Yeah, that plays an important role to
Yeah.
understand the customer needs.
Yeah, definitely. Because the first batch of the production, the foam was really like filmy. So by listening to my customers and by listening to their feedback, I was able to adjust the material and improve it. So
Right. Right. Yeah. No, actually, that plays a very important role to understand what's the requirement. And then even after delivering it, you could keep working. It's pretty much work in progress to improvise the product that we come up with, right? And founders or the brands generally have, right now it's magnetic letters and numbers is what I understand, but they always have a few more products in the pipeline. So Gale Tots also has like few more products in the pipeline.
yes, we're working on 3 products. And when I say we, it's my husband and I. We're working on 3 products. One involves a deep educational research because I want to, of course, combine learning and aesthetics. And the other one is going to launch pretty soon. We made it in collaboration with a Canadian illustrator.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So yes, we're hoping to launch 3 new products.
And when can we expect the
2026? I mean, it's if it was for me, I would just want to do like this.
Right.
But it takes time.
Right. It takes a lot of time. You're right. And if you want to go, and how long has it been since you launched the product?
A year and a half.
A year and a half, right?
Yeah.
So if you could go back to that self who had just started, and now pretty much there's a lot of experience which you've gained. It's been a journey last 1.5 years. If you could go back to that version and tell that one piece of advice which you could give her, who had just started the business, what will that be to yourself?
Like,
Was she nervous? Was she?
you know what? I will tell what I done is better than perfect. Do it. Go for it. You've got this.
You've got this here.
Yeah. That's what I will tell my.
That's what you'll say. Nice. So that pretty much brings us to the end of this episode. But if you have an idea and if you're confused where to start, now is the time. And do not look back. And I'm sure that there'll be a support system, and just go for it. And like she said, just go for it. And until next time with another guest, another episode, thank you so much for watching. Thank you.